let's look in on Dana Loesch.
They're not even doing their Neil Simon practice anymore because they're terrorizing us.
Now, here's Dana Loesch. Where is this? Is it that this is at CPAC? Yeah. And she has a story of woe. Somebody I just saw online on Twitter claims that she approached them a couple of years ago, pitched a sitcom idea. Sitcom writer. She pitched a sitcom idea about a right-wing talk show host who And
just in the city, trying to shill for the NRA.
Exactly.
Dating
the
Mongoloids.
Koch brothers should really put her to work doing that sitcom.
Well, she's doing it now. She's got her she's living the
My husband got
lifestyle.
suspended from his radio show for using the N-word again.
All right. Well, so here is Dana Loesch telling CPAC that in the legacy media, the old media, they love the mass shootings because who doesn't love the prospect of talking about teenagers being killed? I mean, come on.
Say something that some people are going to say is controversial. So I'll say it really slowly so all the people on the platform in the back can hear me loud and clear.
Pause it. Here it is. So this is the new conservative construct, right? It's to talk about the people in the back. That would be the press people. That is brought to you by Donald Trump.
Many in legacy media love mass shootings. You guys love it. Now, I'm not saying that you love the tragedy. But I am saying that you love the ratings. Crying white mothers are ratings gold to you and many in the legacy media in the back. And notice I said crying white mothers because there are thousands of grieving black mothers in Chicago every weekend, and you don't see town halls for them, do you?
Pause it.
Go
Thousands of grieving black mothers every weekend in Chicago. And you don't see town halls for them. Oddly enough, actually, if you turn to MSNBC, you would see, in fact, I think multiple town halls from Chicago that Chris Hayes led regarding that. But I guess Dana Loesch does not watch MSNBC. But nevertheless, like the idea that she is up there criticizing the media for getting ratings for these. What is the gist of this argument?
Cui bono.
Like she's saying that like, of course, part of the responsibility for these mass shootings is because you guys love it for the ratings. The gun, that has no responsibility. The tool, the literal tool used to build this construct has nothing to do with it. It's just that those people who like enjoy going by the house, they're the ones who.
No, for gun makers, this is a nuisance. So they don't like it.
And except for the fact that, of course, that after something like this, there's a bump in gun sales.
Yeah, well, if they want to start talking about perverse incentives, the gun industry is on shaky ground here.
Yeah.
Bump stock sold out after Las Vegas.
Right. I love how conservatives always use sort of like half-baked like freshman year media critique. Like they're just like a generic claim like news media likes everything that's horrible that ever happens because, yes, it's good for ratings. Like, you can make this very, like, perfunctory, like, actually, they love it when there's a storm somewhere because look at this ratings graph.
Right.
And, like, that's like, all they got.
Well, she's attacking the messenger and redirecting people's populist rage or trying to in a different direction than her.
Indeed.
I think for these people that she's talking to, their rage is already very locked in.
It's almost
situated.
Like swirling around the room, right, and it's just like,
it's
she just goes like boom, like this, and boom, and it just ping. All right, now
that was Trumpian. I like that.
Now,
ping ping.
Dana Loesch, when she was at CPAC, she made it clear that she was on that town hall, which she apparently does not love as much as the media does because it gets ratings, even though she participated in it, which is odd to really think that something is that bad and then do it. But here she is at CPAC, and what does she say? She says, like, right? She talks about how, okay, let's play this. Here's what she had to say about those moments that she had to leave the CNN town hall, folks.
I want to make this super obvious point. The government has proven that they cannot keep you safe. And yet, some people want all of us to disarm. You heard that town hall last night. They cheered the confiscation of firearms, and it was over 5,000 people. I had to have a security detail to get out. I wouldn't have been able to exit that if I did not have a private security detail. There were people rushing the stage and screaming, "Burn her." And I came there to talk solutions, and I still am going to continue that conversation on solutions.
So were they.
As the NRA has been doing for before I was alive. But the government can't keep you safe, and some people want us to give up our firearms and rely solely upon the protection of the same government that's already failed us numerous times to keep us safe.
Okay, all right. Now, wait a second. Now, folks, I just want to warn you that this footage of Dana Loesch leaving the CNN town hall where they were yelling, "Burn her," where they were charging the
Monty
stage,
Python,
where they were charging the stage, looking for blood, is pretty difficult to watch. Here is some footage of that moment. If you have small children, in fact, even if you are sensitive to such rage, please turn off whatever mechanism in which you're viewing or listening to this. All right, Matt.
2 angles, folks.
Roll the tape. There's Dana Loesch. They're booing her. There's no one charging anything. She's walking completely unencumbered out with a couple of producers. Oh, wait. Oh, here she is. Oh, they're yelling, "Shame on you," which is just like "burn her." They're booing her, and she's strolling out of the area.
I think Hillary's been on tarmacs that have had more incoming fire than that.
Right.
Well, now I'm
Nice.
Well, now I'm pissed.
Right.
Because at first I thought this audience was really getting it together and had some balls, and now we're just doing "shame on you." That's boring. I thought this was like "necklace her."
Honestly,
Winnie
you know what it looked
Mandela's football gang, 1980s. No, literally, put a tire around her.
It looked
They were shouting that. I thought
less dramatic than you would see for like at a WWE type of situation where the wrestler walks out and people boo them.
that was so boring.
Disappointing.
And
Really
she raised my hopes in the crowd, and
Yep.
then they just dashed it.
Here is Donald Trump.
But can we stop saying "shame on you" to people like that? I mean, seriously. This is someone who completely
Of course not.
non-possessing of like anything even remotely resembling.
Not
like,
even close to having any shame.
What would you suggest we say instead?
Burn her.
Burn her.
All right.
I feel like it should be a little bit less gendered, and it should be just something more like "burn yourself." Burn yourself.
Oh yeah, kill yourself.
Burn yourself.
Burn in hell,
burn
perhaps?
yourself.
Burn yourself.
Self-harm.